What's up, MCU Universe? I am here right now with the one and only Donny Cates. Again, I am starstruck. This guy has done some of the sickest stories right now in the Marvel Universe out to date, especially Guardians of the Galaxy with the Cosmic Ghost Rider and all that other stuff. I'm like completely blown away right now by everything you're doing, man. Your stories are awesome right now, and I mean, we actually do a video on our channel where we do a comic book club where we all discuss the comics, and we're reading all your comics right now. So I mean, it's just awesome. So I got to ask the $1 million question: what got you into doing this?
Oh God, the money, the fame, the girls. It's my wife's right there. It's probably. Hi, honey. Yeah. No, I was. I've always been a comic book fan. My dad taught me how to read, like with comics and stuff, and I've always been into it. And then, like 2007 or so, I ran a chain of comic book stores in Austin, and I really wanted to do that. I wanted to be a retailer, but I never grew up like writing or drawing or anything. Well, I take that back. I drew every now and then, but I kind of just wanted to run comic book stores, and then I ran them into the ground. And then I kind of didn't have a place. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I knew I wanted to stay in comics. So I went back to college. I went to SCAD, which is in Savannah, because they offer a degree in comics, in sequential art. So I got there, and I wanted to be a penciler, but I was in classes with Jeff Shaw, who I ended up doing God Country and Thanos and Guardians with, and Trad Moore was in my class. Sean Murphy was there. And so I quickly abandoned that dream of ever being a penciler because I saw these guys. And so I just switched over. Well, you have to take a mandatory writing class when you're a penciler there. And I was in that class, and my professor, Mark Neese, took me aside and said, you could be good at this if you tried. So I tried, and I kind of fell in love with it. And then from there, I did that for 2 years straight, college. And then I got an internship at Marvel. And I was an intern for the better part of a year. And then there was a job there for me, but I ended up saying no to it and like going off on my own and making like indie comics, which was real scary at the time, you know. But then, yeah, I started making indie comics. I did some stuff with Dark Horse, and then Dark Horse led to a bunch of other stuff. I did some Star Trek stuff, and then I got to Image, and I did God Country with Jeff, and Marvel saw it and liked it, and here I am. Here I am.
That's awesome. I mean, the fact that you found, you weren't sure what you were going to do, and you found something now, and I mean, you're absolutely amazing at it. I mean, the storytelling is like second to none. Thank you. So where do you draw that inspiration from to write those types of stories?
I like to write stuff that I would want to read. The stuff that I'm attracted to is big and loud and, metal and badass, and so I have my best friend, his name is Seamus. If you read my book Redneck, Seamus is in it. It's a character named Seamus. He's a big comic book fan, and really I gauge all my stories by going to this bar that we hang out at, and I sit down with him and I tell him what I'm going to do, and if he thinks it's dope, it's dope. If he does not, I rewrite it until it's dope.
I feel you. I have my own guy like that. He's actually right here. He's not on camera. But he's my toughest critic.
Absolutely.
So if he doesn't like what I'm doing, trust me, he'll let me know, and then I'll figure out a way to fix it and make it right.
Yeah, like Thanos Wins was written in about 3 hours at that bar. Wow. I went because they offered me the gig. It's my first thing they ever offered me, and I didn't know what I was going to do, but they needed the idea on Monday, and it was a Friday, and so I called Seamus. I was like, emergency, let's meet at Posse. It's the name of my bar. And we sat down, and I was like, dude, I don't know what I want to do here. And we just talked it out, and one beat led into a new beat. And I have a notebook where we sat down and outlined it inch by inch. Cosmic Ghost Rider, Frank Castle, The Surfer, all of it, just like beat it out. Because I was like, this might be the only Marvel book I ever write, so I'm going to make this the loudest, craziest shit I can possibly think of,
There is no doubt for sure that it is definitely the loud. You accomplished that on all fronts. But honestly, I would be kind of disappointed in Marvel, in my opinion, if they didn't renew you and keep you going. Because, like I said, your stories are amazing.
I'm under contract there for 4 more years. I've been exclusive since the second issue of Thanos came out.
You hear that, folks? 4 more years of greatness, right there.
4 more years.
4 more years.
Yeah, and then Batman.
We could only hope. Is that like your ultimate thing to reach, is to write a Batman comic? Or?
No. It's on the list. I want to write. There's like 2 more characters at Marvel that I really want to get my hands on.
And who are those? Oh, you can't say.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
okay.
know if I should say.
I got you.
Yeah, and then
Leave your comments below if you want to take a guess at what it is.
because the thing is, I've had 2 dream characters since I got there, and one of them was Venom, and I got him.
Yes.
And then the other one, I'm doing it, but I can't tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be announced late this year or something like that. Yeah.
People like to keep us in suspense, but we don't have a choice at this point. All we can do is just sit and wait and get on the hype train and wait for it to come out so we can get it and read it. I don't want to hold you up anymore because I know you got to go signing. Pleasure meeting you.
Man.
Thank you so much for your
Appreciate
time.
it. Yeah.
Guys, please, if you haven't already, go check out his comics. They're amazing, and we look forward to seeing more of your work, man.
Thanks, pal.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, man.